Overall, the initial supply shock can potentially transform into a demand shock over the medium term if the restoration of supply chains is delayed. Due to disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz are likely to impact growth this year. Let me briefly elucidate on the channels of transmission through which the Indian economy may get impacted by the ongoing conflict. First and foremost, elevated crude oil prices could increase imported inflation and widen the current account deficit. Second, disruptions in energy markets, fertilizers, and other commodities may adversely impact industry, agriculture, and services, reducing domestic output. Third, heightened uncertainty, increased risk aversion, and safe haven demand could impact domestic liquidity conditions, economic activity, consumption, and investment. Fourth, weaker global growth prospects may dampen external demand and reduce remittance flows. Finally, adverse spillovers from global financial markets could tighten domestic financial conditions and raise the cost of borrowing, some of which we have already witnessed. Overall, the initial supply shock can potentially transform into a demand shock over the medium term if the restoration of supply chains is delayed. I now come to the assessment of growth. As per the new GDP series, real GDP growth for last year is estimated at 7.6%. This corroborates the underlying strong momentum in economic activity supported by robust consumption and investment. Amidst supportive policy measures, ongoing structural reforms, and favorable financial conditions. Going forward, elevated energy and other commodity prices, as also shocks to availability of inputs due to disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz, are likely to impact growth this year. The government has, however, been proactive in ensuring supply of inputs across critical sectors to minimize the impact of supply chain disruptions. On the other hand, sustained momentum in services sector, persisting impact of GST rationalization which was carried out last year, and the healthy balance sheets of financial institutions and corporates should continue to support economic activity.